Welcome to Vita Spiritual Connection, a weekly presentation from Vita Spiritual Learning Center, where you are empowered to create the life you desire. We believe that by valuing and empowering all, we inspire a joyous and fulfilling life. At Vita, we study and practice the teachings of the science of mind and spirit founded by Dr. Ernest Holmes. Each week, we offer an inspiring spiritual message, a guided meditation, and time together via Zoom for fellowship and prayer with a practitioner. And now, let's settle in for today's message.
Hello, beloveds, and welcome to another episode of Vita Spiritual Connection. My name is Sunshine Daye, and what a joy it is to greet you on this day and to talk with you today about money. Yeah, today we're going to talk about money. And, we've been taking a look at an annual theme of living everyday wonder. Our topic today is finances, and my talk today is playing with money. Playing with money. Now, some of us have been raised to believe that we don't play with money. Money doesn't grow on trees, but yet we have all these games like Monopoly and Cash Flow, and we have all these games where it's about gaining riches and advancing to the top and being successful. What I find is that most people don't want to talk about money because either they have too much money and they're ashamed of the money that they have, or that they don't share it and spread it, or that people don't have enough money to do whatever it is that they feel necessary that would enhance their life. So today we're going to take a look at a different way of approaching money, of approaching our abundance, and really taking a look at the spirituality of money. I know some of us think like money is the root of all evil, or we don't want to be rich because our imagination of rich people is that, that they're slimy, that they're crooks, that they got it the wrong way, that they're greedy and stingy and they're not sharing it. And no wonder we don't become abundant when we have those ideas about rich people, right? Like it's contra everything. If this is what rich people are, then somewhere within me, I have this deep abiding belief that I never want to be rich because I don't want to be stingy or greedy or a crook or anything like that in order to have it. And yet what we see today is that money sometimes is talked about as the goal. And by the end of today's talk, what I want to be able to have you think of and see and have as your affirmation is this: money is my tool, not my goal. I always have an abundance of money to use for good. Money is a tool, it's not a goal. So today, what I really want to do is have you take a look at money. When you look at money, when you look at a $100 bill, what is it that you feel? Is it hard to reach? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Because the energy that you have towards money is the energy that is either going to repel it from you or bring it towards you. So I was reminded this week in particular about money as a tool. Now, take a look around you and look to see if you have a bed. Is that bed comfortable? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have internet? Are you able to get into a car and get from point A to point B? What do those things actually symbolize in your life? What do you have? Well, I know when I sleep in my bed, I feel comfort. Because I have a roof over my head, I feel a sense of security. Because I have a car or I have means of transportation, I feel the sense of freedom of going where I want to go, when I want to go. of feeling that sense of freedom, that sense of security, and that sense of comfort. And so money is a tool for those things. And so money, just to have money is not the goal, but it is to begin to feel and to have that sense. So guess what? You already have that sense of comfort. The key is to begin to enlarge upon that sense of comfort, that place of expansiveness, that place of peace, that place of power. So today, what I want to do is take a look in our Science of Mind book and read to you a couple of a couple of paragraphs so that we begin to actually recognize how it is that instead of focusing on money as a goal, that we actually focus upon the feeling tone that we want to have so that money actually begins to flow in, because we're not focused on the goal being money, we're focused on the goal being the feeling tone. So here are a couple of the feeling tones that I'm talking about. This feeling tone of abundance, of comfort, of plenitude. I know when I have enough, I feel generous. I want to cook for people. I want to share my things. I feel the sense of fulfillment and harmony and connectedness with others because I'm able to connect. There's a sense of freedom and peace and safety and joy. There's a sense of well-being and health and a sense of contentment. And so when we're actually feeling these things and connecting with that feeling and actually have that feeling be the focus, and when we're able to recognize how abundant we truly are, then the floodgates open because money just simply begins to flow in. We begin to have creative ideas. We begin to be successful in the things that we do and how we operate in life. So let's take a look at what Ernest Holmes has to say about supply, about money, about abundance, about spirit. And now we can take a different look and a different approach to the abundance in our life. On page 262, and I'm reading out of my Science of Mind book, Old School, right? It says, God is spirit, spirit is substance, and substance is a supply. This is the keynote to the realization of the more abundant life, to the demonstration of success in financial matters. So when we recognize that God is spirit, that spirit is substance, and that substance is supply, what this is absolutely saying is that God is supply. God is my supply. God is spirit, God is substance, substance is supply. So God is all present, everywhere present. Supply and substance is everywhere present. As I begin to recognize that it is everywhere present, I begin to actually tap into my abundance, even in just that. It says that this is the keynote to the realization of the more abundant life, to the demonstration of success in financial matters. So as I recognize that, I have success in financial matters. It is right that we should be successful, for otherwise the spirit is not expressed. So if I'm not successful, I am not fully expressing life. I am not fully expressing spirit. The divine cannot lack for anything, and we should not lack for anything that makes life worthwhile here on earth. Because I am made in the image and likeness, because I am the unique, unrepeatable, magnificent, powerful, abundant way that God shows up in human form, I should not lack for anything that would make life worthwhile and worth living on earth. Everything we do should be success, and we should be led to those things which are constructive and worthwhile. To bring a realization of the presence of spirit into all our acts is to prove that God is all, even in the slightest things which we undertake. So right here, this is what Ernest Holmes is saying. He is saying that we must be aware of the presence, capital P, the presence of spirit, the presence of life, that it is right where I am. And to the degree in which we do that, we prove God in all, in the small things and the big things, because there are no big and small in God. Everything is the same. It says nothing is great and nothing is too small for the divine. So we should never wonder if what we're going to do will be hard or easy. God knows no hard or easy, right? So then it says, a treatment after this manner should prove the law of abundance in the life of those who use such statements and believe in them. So it's simply telling us now that a spiritual practice that we use daily, which is simply a reminder of who we are, right? That this daily practice of treatment, the second one right here, this treatment, the prayer, the affirmation, that this practice is going to be the practice that will bring us and show us and prove God in our life. So when we prove God in our life, when I prove that God is my life, that God is living in, through, and as me fully at all times, then because God is spirit and spirit is substance and substance is supply, then I automatically prove my abundance and prove my supply, because I am being and bringing God present in all things, big and small. I know that the scripture says, seek ye first the kingdom and all things will be added to thee. And this is exactly what Ernest Holmes is saying here, that as we seek the kingdom, the royalty, as we seek the Most High, as we're present with the Most High, as we bring the Most High present in our daily affairs, large and small, because God doesn't know hard or easy, that substance and supply is always there to meet us, that it is always, always, always present. So as I seek, as I know that God and I are one, that we're inseparable, then I know that this is my truth, and my truth becomes that of abundance. When I recognize that my freedom, that my joy, that my comfort, that my contentment, that my harmony, that I am one with that it is who I am, then all that happens is that it is drawn onto me. I don't repel it, right? That generosity. So here's the treatment as we bring this talk to a close. The treatment is this: I always have an abundance of money and an abundance of whatever it takes to make life happy and opulent. There is a continuous movement toward me of supply, of money, of all that I need to express the fullest life, happiness, and action. Remember that everything that I do shall be a success. I am led, guided, and inspired by the living spirit of love and of right action. I am compelled to move in the right direction, to always know what to do, where, and how to do it. So, beloveds, let us no longer be afraid to talk about money. Money is a tool. Money is a tool of our generosity. Money is a tool that promotes our freedom, our comfort, our safety. It is important that we begin to pray daily, not for money, but that we might know our life as the life of God, that we feel and know the presence of life, the presence of substance and supply, that we know that our life is a life of freedom, a life of comfort, a life of success. And as we do that, we actually begin to participate in our weekly spiritual practices, such as sacred service, seeking spiritual counseling, giving financial support, and being in beloved community. And when we're there, beloved, when we are there, we have this opportunity to recognize our life as the life of God, that our life is the life of God. Therefore, our life is always abundant. So remember this: money is my tool, not my goal. I always have enough. I always have enough. I always have an abundance of money to use for good. I pray that you see the best of life, that you see the best of love, that you experience the very best life that you can. Please reach out. If this message has been an inspiration to you, please join us for prayer. Please join us so that you too might experience the best of your life. Until next week, know that you are loved. Bye for now.
If today's message inspires you, please consider supporting Vida Spiritual Learning Center. Know that your donations support our show, our learning center, and the Science of Mind philosophy. Thank you for your contributions. Now please enjoy some time in meditation with our practitioner of the week.
Welcome to our time of meditation. Ernest Holmes wrote, "Spiritual experience comes in the stillness of the soul, when the outer voice is quiet." To help us step back from our everyday mind chatter and more fully rest in the spiritual experience of the present moment, join me in the meditation, I Am the Mountain. So let's begin by relaxing and allowing any busyness of the day to gently fall away, bringing our attention to the here and now and to our breathing. Let's take several deep breaths, breathing in all the way and holding for a moment, and then breathing out completely. And again, breathing in, holding for a moment, and releasing. And let your breathing now find its natural rhythm. And begin releasing any tension that you may have been holding, releasing more with each breath out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. I now invite you to imagine that you are a majestic mountain, rising up to meet the sky above. That beautiful blue sky is indeed the vastness of your mind. And those white puffy clouds are your thoughts passing gently across the sky. Think to yourself, I am the mountain. The sky is my mind. The clouds are my thoughts passing by. I am the mountain. The sky is my mind. The clouds are my thoughts passing by. As you notice the thought clouds passing by, you begin to realize that you have indeed stepped back from the everyday mental busyness. You can clearly see that those are your thoughts. You have them, and they don't have you. I am the mountain. The sky is my mind. The clouds are my thoughts passing by. As you immerse yourself in the sacred peace of the mountaintop, breathe deeply of the cool mountain air and embrace the sense of awe and wonder present in the now moment. I am the mountain. The sky is my mind. The clouds are my thoughts passing by. Rest now for a few minutes in the peaceful sky of your mind, recognizing the presence of the divine within. I am the mountain. The sky is my mind. The clouds are my thoughts passing by. I am the mountain. The sky is my mind. The clouds are my thoughts passing by. As you continue to focus on your breathing, allow yourself to become aware once again of your immediate surroundings, bringing your attention fully back into the space in which you find yourself. becoming aware of your body, perhaps moving your neck, arms, legs. And even as you come back from the meditative experience, know that you can be fully present in the now moment by resisting the lure of what may happen or what has already happened, and being content in the right now. And of course, now it is.
Thanks for tuning in to the Vida Spiritual Connection. Did you know that giving is a spiritual practice? As you bless the world, you are blessed. Know that your donations support our show, our center, and the Science of Mind philosophy. Thank you very much. We also give thanks to our spiritual director, our spiritual education team, and our leadership council for producing the Vida Spiritual Connection. We invite you to visit our website for more information and to submit a confidential prayer request. While you're there, sign up for our mailing list and receive the latest information for events, classes, and meetups. Remember to subscribe to Vida's YouTube channel, like and click the bell to get notifications. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We gather for fellowship and prayer with a practitioner via Zoom Thursdays at 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. Pacific. Please join us. We thank you, our love-minded community. Have a wonderful week and see you next time for the Vida Spiritual Connection.